Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. So I am back in Salt Lake. My wife's car is actually at the airport because she flew up to meet me in Portland, and so she has my Explorer for today because we gotta go get that car tonight. Anyway, I will talk more about my trip on a video on my other channel. I went up and went tuna fishing, so I'll put a link to it's Dirk Mitchell down in the description. It ended up being longer than I planned because we went out fishing on Saturday, and a good buddy of mine that I go fishing with, he got to get home faster than everybody from the boat. So he got lifted by a Jayhawk helicopter in the Coast Guard back to the shore, and then had to spend the night under observation in the hospital. So then he flew back to Salt Lake instead of driving back with me. So I had quite a different trip than I originally planned, but it all worked out good. He's safe. Hopefully it doesn't look like there's any long-term stuff going on, and everything will be fine, but did make for a crazy weekend. It was nice to see on a small scale because I don't have a ton of listings. I have 175 active right now. That is going to change in August. I don't know how many I'm going to get up, but I'm going to try to get up quite a few. I want to try to double that. But August will be interesting because I do have a trip to Oklahoma, which will have some sourcing on it. The good part I will be doing, sometime this week, I'll do a what sold in July video, and I will also do a haul video for the Goodwill outlet. I did get to go to the Goodwill outlet that is in Portland. I mentioned that in my other video. So I did get to go to that Goodwill outlet, and I'm pretty sure I got some, I know I got some good stuff. Some stuff is brands I haven't seen before. So anyway, so that'll be up as well. One thing I will talk about real quick though is shipping. So cool thing I saw, I didn't have a ton of items up. I put my handling time out to 5 days, and because of all the stress and everything going on, I was going to drop it as I went along during vacation, but I forgot to. So it stayed on 5 days, the entire 5 days I was gone. So it wasn't the best thing to have happen, but that's how it was. That's the nice thing about eBay, it is flexible. So because I had it on 5 days, I didn't have to ship anything. When I got back, I had 5 packages to ship. So not bad. I mean, if you look at that, if I would have had, 5 times the inventory, I would have had 5 times as many to ship. And they were decent items that I made good money on. So, but it did bring me shipping in batches lately. As I started out in eBay, I usually just having 2 or 3 packages at a time that I would ship, and so there wasn't really any confusion happening. Now it's gotten to where I generally have 5 or 6 at a time. I've had more, but that's kind of seems to be kind of the general amount I end up with, is it's 5 or 6. And the other day when I was at the post office, fortunately I looked, and I think I mentioned it in another one, but I realized that there was a first class sticker on a priority mailbox, and thought, that's not fair. So I thought to myself, I really got to start watching that, and I did. So I had these 5 items, and what I was doing is I was writing on the package the people's initials and then the city they were in, because I had just 5 to do, or 4 I guess, but just in this group of 4, there was people that had the same initials and they both lived in, it was Cypress, California. Yeah, Cypress, California. So I messed up and put the wrong labels on them. Fortunately, I saw it as I did it, but I had to reprint labels and take a bunch of time, and obviously time is not what everybody wants to waste when you're working on your eBay stuff. Just a second. So, what I'm gonna do for two reasons. First one is to help keep this stuff in order. And the second one, it just has an added benefit. So, I have never printed shipping invoices, packing slips, because I don't like to waste paper. I mean, it's not a cost thing for me. They don't cost that much, but just environment-wise, I'd prefer not to use paper. So I'm gonna get some recycled paper and start printing invoices. And the reason being is I have an idea for a system where the invoice will go in the package, but then I'm not going to seal the package until I look at the invoice, look at the label, put a label on at the same time. So then I can batch ship, but it will get rid of this issue. If it happens to me, I know that it'll happen to my wife and my son if they start helping, because they aren't as meticulous. So I'm going to do that for that reason mainly. But the secondary issue, which Ryan was talking about on Scavenger Life, is if for some reason your label gets messed up. So if this was to get, smudged out or something, then the post office can actually open your package, and if there's a label inside, and I've actually had a package delivered to me like this, the top got destroyed, and so inside was my shipping label, or my invoice from the company, and it was stuck in a plastic envelope, and then they taped it to the box, and it still got to me. It got to me a day or two late, but it got to me. So that's what I'm going to do, is start doing those so I can make sure that that's straight and I'm not losing packages that way. So yeah, anyway, just a quick note on what I'm going to do. This, I believe, is not the last stapler. There's one left. This is a Penguin button-up shirt that I found at Goodwill. This is the first Volcom item I've sold. It's a nice button-up shirt as well. And these are some hideous red Adidas sneakers that were brand new in box. I got on offer up for 20 bucks. Sold them for 35, so not anything major. But they were ugly as sin, and they're red suede, but they're like a pink, not a real red. So anyway, just an idea for shipping, and an idea to maybe, if you're not doing invoices or shipping label or packing slips, it might be a good idea to do it. I got to make sure that once I get, because I am gradually scaling. It's not quick, but it's gradual. Every week I have more to ship out. So as I go, and if I, like this trip, if I had my shipping system in place, I honestly wouldn't have had to drop my handling time to 1 day or to 5 days, because I could have just had Kenyon ship out my stuff while I was gone. So if I have a process in place where you print these slips, you pull your items, you package them, then it'll be a better way to do it. So anyway, till next time, guys, hit that thumbs up button if these are helping. If you want to see everything that happened out there on the boat, go to my other channel, and I will have a haul video up for the Goodwill bins here soon. Got a bunch of that stuff going in the wash. I'll talk about that on the haul video, and I will also have a video of what sold in July, since today is August 1st. So anyway, till next time, guys, have a great one, and we will see y'all soon.